Alright, so time to introduce you to the other two lead characters in this particular odyssey. These are our noble steeds. To the right, you see Bob. To the left, well, we're not sure. there's a rough name out there, but it hasn't been nailed down yet. So you'll probably hear it named as it goes. But I wanted to tell you a little bit of a story of these bikes because it's kind of a funny bikes in a way, a funny pair of bikes to be taking across Canada. So let's talk about them one at a time, and let's start here. This is Sue's bike. This is a Ducati Monster 696. Now, bikes are in various categories, and this kind of bike is what would be called a naked sports bike. And what they mean by that is sports bike, well, it's meant to go fast around corners. That's what it was built for. So you know, generally would lean forward a little more. The front tire would be lower. Really good for carving in the corners. Not typically the kind of bike you would take across Canada. But we've done some mods. Sue loves this bike. She's very comfortable on this bike, and that's important. And so we did some mods, and we put that front windshield on, as you see, to give her a little bit more protection from the wind. We've got some bags on it, as you can see, so that we can carry a little bit on her bike as well. And so Sue's will be generally carrying our clothing, we think. I got one of those bags. She'll get the other, and then there's the bag on the top, her top back bag there, that she'll use for various other things she's carrying around. We haven't sorted out exactly what's going everywhere, but yeah, it's a very cool bike. 2010, by the way. That's another thing. These bikes are not spring chickens either, like us. So that'll be part of the story. And there's not a lot of Ducati dealers across Canada either. So, you know, part of these adventures are the challenges that you run into along the way. We could run into some challenges taking these. Now, one of the things with Sue's bike is we've made it a little more comfortable for her. We've made it so she should be able to drive distance, but it still cannot carry that much. It's not a bike made to carry. And it's largely for that reason that I've decided to keep my bike. I was thinking about trading it in for a smaller, mid-sized adventure bike, but given the need to carry, in fact, the reason he ended up being named Bob is I used to call him the Beast, and he is a beast. At the heart of this puppy is a Ducati 1200cc racing engine that makes 150 horsepower. This baby can move when it wants to move. But that engine is put within a more adventure kind of frame. It's technically multistrada, means multiple surface. The idea being, yes, you can take this on asphalt and have fun with it, but you can also take it off-road. It's got a little higher clearance. It's a taller bike. And as you see, it's got a lot of carrying capacity. And so we're leveraging that quite heavily here. I've got two big bags on the side, and I've also got the bag on the back of the bike. And so that lets us carry all kinds of stuff here. Specifically, we've done a little bit of this in the past. One of those side bags can take 2 sleeping bags. The other one can take a tent and 2 sleeping mats. So basically our sleeping gear can go in the side things. That gives us this big one at the back for various other things. And by various other things, I mean cooking paraphernalia, I mean, food, extra clothes, everything we're going to need, stuff for making coffee. We're going to try to live largely on the road. And so this bag on the back is a 60-liter bag, and that sucker is probably going to have to carry a lot of the additional stuff. You also notice a little air hawk on the seat there, just to make life a little more comfortable. Hopefully we will get one of those on Suze's too. That's the plan. All right, cool. And I guess while we're here and while we're doing characters, we'll also mention these characters. Yep. Those would be 3 of our grandchildren. Well, hang on, 4. 4 little ones up there too. Yep. And these guys are in fact moving to New Brunswick very soon. And so we've kind of got both of these things happening at once. Us getting ready to launch and them getting ready to launch as well. And I don't know, maybe we'll see them on the New Brunswick part of our tour. We're not quite sure. But for now, they're just here enjoying a little bit of fun in the sun. All right, and I guess, what the heck, for a little more setting here, just to give you a sense of, this is what we're leaving. A very suburban kind of existence, beautiful neighborhood. We love it here. We enjoy it very much. We're gonna miss this house incredibly, but we're gonna have a lot of fun, a lot of adventure. Alrighty, so that's Bob and whoever. You'll be seeing a lot of them throughout, but I just wanted to introduce them to you now. Alrighty.